Shalom, the Lord bless you. I have a prophetic word for someone. Your kingdom spouse doesn't listen to you. Your kingdom spouse doesn't listen to you. And right now, it's beginning to be a great concern to you because it's affecting your marriage, it's affecting your relationship negatively. This word is coming to someone. You are either in a relationship or you are married, and God gives you counsel, God gives you ideas, God gives you what, but your kingdom spouse never takes you serious. Your kingdom spouse never listens to you. Even when you advise them on what they can do, they never give your advice a second thought. They never listen to you. They always go out and they do their own thing. Now, this won't have been a problem if the decisions they took and the actions they took, contrary to your advice, were always good and correct. The problem is that they always end up in a mess. When they listen to you and they ignore what you said and they go do their own thing, they end up in a mess. And at the end of the day, you still find yourself now in a position where you have to start cleaning up their mess behind them. You have to start fixing what they did wrong. You have to start fitting in. Their decision backfires. They come back to you, clean their mess up. They come back to you to cry on your shoulder. They come back to you to support them. And you have had to do that over and over, and it's been weighing you down, and you have been getting to that point where, and right now, you just cannot take it again. God says, they have been taking you for granted. And unfortunately for them, God has been putting the counsel that they need in your mouth. But they have been taking you for granted. God says they've got to tell them right now and tell them, I told you to do this, but you did not do this. I told you not to invest your money into this, but you went ahead and invested it. I told you to separate, to stay away from this friend that they were no good, but you continued the relationship. I told you drinking alcohol was not good for you, but you continued in it. I advised you that we should seek the face of God and take God seriously, but you turned away. If only you had obeyed this and this and this, if only you had listened to me in this and this instant, you won't have found yourself in this mess. The next time I tell you and you don't do it, if you end up in a mess, you take responsibility for it. If you end up in a mess, you are solely responsible for it. That is what you should tell them. And the next time you give your advice or your counsel and they don't listen, and then they end up in that same mess that your counsel could have prevented them getting there, let them sort out themselves. God bless you. Shalom.